Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 6. Today is all about surrendering. This is one of my favorite themes, so I'm really excited to get started with our practice. So find yourself a comfortable seated position. Begin to close your eyes if you feel called to do so, or find a soft gaze. And just begin to ground yourself down, maybe noticing your sitting bones. Just allowing yourself to get really nice and comfortable. So yesterday's practice was all about acceptance. And today's is all about taking that acceptance and going one step further with it. Surrendering. So I invite you to begin to surrender to your practice today. Perhaps you felt some resistance showing up for your practice today. And I want you to just firstly acknowledge and accept that resistance for what it is, knowing that you are absolutely not alone. Sometimes doing these things can just feel really hard. Our minds make up all kinds of resistance for us. They say, no, you need to do this instead. No, you don't have enough time to take time for yourself. Just take a moment to notice that resistance that you might be feeling in this moment. And firstly, begin to accept that, practicing acceptance and compassion, saying to yourself, it is okay to have these feelings. This feeling of resistance is normal. But then beginning to make that active decision to surrender. You're saying to yourself, I'm going to let those things, that resistance, whatever it is, that thing that I wanted to do, I'm choosing to be present. I'm choosing to let that go so that I can be fully here in my practice. It's only a few minutes. I'm going to surrender to this moment. There's an Eckhart Tolle quote, and it says, surrender is to say yes to life and to see how suddenly life starts working for you rather than against you. And I thought that was so powerful for today's practice. Because when we surrender and we allow ourselves to be, we tap into deeper layers of ourselves. We reconnect with our intuition, that place of inner guidance. And sometimes it's simply surrendering to not having all the answers, bringing that curiosity in, as we did yesterday, and saying to yourself, it's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to live in this place of not knowing. As humans, we often have this inner desire to control the world around us, what's happening to us. And the truth is that we can only control ourselves. Can you surrender to that knowing? Knowing what you have control over and what you don't. And being okay with that. So notice any tensions that you might be feeling in your body, perhaps around that resistance or anything else that might have come up for you. Notice it, acknowledge it, offer it compassion and kindness, and perhaps surrender to it. And a great way to help us surrender, to get out of that monkey mind where our thoughts are creating lots of stories or telling us lots of things. Use your breath as your anchor, or perhaps your body. An anchor in our meditation practice can be lots of different things. You could focus on the sensations in your hand. You can watch the breath as you're inhaling, as you're exhaling, taking that focus away from the monkey mind and back here, allowing yourself to be. Take a moment to acknowledge your experience. Again, without judgment. It just is what it is. Surrendering to these last few breaths in our practice. Acknowledging that you can practice acceptance and surrendering at any point throughout your day. Acknowledging these are tools to carry with you to help you when things feel hard. You have the tools within you. And we'll take one more full breath in and all the way out. Transitioning back into your space. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 7.